To Grace, my future wife, Part 16. Stand Up, an open letter. March 13th, 2024, 5:25 p.m. Dear Grace, there are 0 noteworthy activities in my life since the last letter. Where are you, and when will you stop me from writing more letters? You know I will not stop. Until we meet. Movie idea. Untitled. Continued. Grace and David wake up from their third nap of the day. David, awake. Grace, yes. Tired? I'll survive. What time is it? 6:20 p.m. What should we do tonight? I haven't thought about it. Comedy club? I'm not sure. Why? I don't think I want to see anyone else's act before I get a chance to perform. Like you did with reading and writing? And arithmetic? What level of math could you teach our kids, David? Any level I need to. Or just relearn it along the way. Maybe I love math. Do you? No. How much math do you think a non-technical person needs in their life? Not much. Again, unless our offspring has some weird interest in math, I wouldn't force anything past grade 6 levels. It's not needed, it's a waste of brain energy. Is it a scientific term? Yes, I made it up. Just like I made up you. Yet we are side by side locked in a bed. We are? Are you here to analyze me with your degrees? No. It did help me understand who you are and who I think you will become, which is a great comedian. I have no money. Fake compliments get you nothing, Grace. I don't need anything. But love? Sorry. But this opportunity. 5 more days, yes? After tonight? Yes. I understand about the comedy club. I don't want to ask you to perform for me, but can you explain your routines to me? Like a friend? What are friends? Those are things you used to have before you abandoned them all. Oh, you're the comedian? Or am I? Maybe we both are. Have you been on stage? No. Interested? Not sure. Chicken? Are you? Yes, me too. Grace and David burst into laughter, and then entered into a one-handed hug. Your hair smells nice. You stink. I know, but you accepted me as is, remember? A, you don't stink, and B, I don't remember. I didn't mention in any of the letters, what you see is what you get, something like that. Or maybe I said, fuck society, I'll do whatever I want, whenever I want, with whomever I want. Isn't it whoever? I have no fucking clue. Feel free to automatically and silently edit my words in your head. Or, if you have free time and wish to correct my filthy English, go nuts. Pardon the psychological pun. Are you done? David smiles a goofy grin and locks eye contact with Grace. It's not going to work. I'm impervious to your eye power. Eye power? You know exactly why you made eye contact with Louisa at the library, yes? You think I thought I could seduce her with my eyes alone without a single word? You're the one making me into a cult leader, not me. Why didn't you ask her out or find out if she's single? Is this what you want to ask me? Are you jealous? No, not jealous, just making conversation. We can watch a movie if you like. There's time for movies later. Who's your favorite comedian? I don't have a particular one. I have watched many Kiltonas though. Not all of them? No, some of the earlier ones were difficult to hear, understand. Agreed. You understand my plan for my comedy then? I believe so. What is your first set going to be about? Originally I planned on talking about breaking my hand. Now I'm thinking something about us, this experience, our age difference, etc. Assuming we don't kill each other in the next few days? Have you been feeling anger? None. Have you? Confusion when the memories return. Sometimes that feels like anger, but not when chained to you. The old ball and chain? No, just the old lady. How and when did you break your hand? You know when, if you've been watching me, or sending someone to watch me. How did you break your hand, David? I'm doing the routine. Grace waits. But I'm not doing the routine. I didn't ask. I'll explain it, or maybe show you. David grabs his backpack and empties the contents onto the bed. It contains a cast, some medical wrap, a small toilet paper roll, deodorant, toothbrush, hand sanitizer, nail clippers, and a nicotine vape pen. Looks a bit like what a homeless person carries around. How would you know? I watched security at the library empty out bags. Fine. Anyway, my plan was to go on stage with all this in the pockets of my hoodie and pants. Then I'd tell a story and pull out whatever as needed, and if I forgot what I was going to say, the physical object would remind me. Same as using a notebook, but not quite a prop comic. Where do you start? Well, if I do the broken hand routine, I pretty much have to start with the obvious. However, I'll mention I broke my hand after receiving my first Canada pension plan check. This should prepare them for any material after the hand bit. Question: should I try to look younger or older for the old man jokes? I don't know, I haven't heard them yet. Assume they are hilarious. David. Grace. Okay, maybe I'll start by taking off my hoodie and hanging it on the mic stand. Then it shows the full cast. For sympathy? Exactly. Plus now they only use a half cast in rap. It's not old school obvious. Then I can hold up and say I'm old and stupid. I received my first Canada pension plan check this year. I celebrated by getting drunk and into a fight. Pause for laughter? I doubt it, but it lays the basis, I think. I've learned a lot about myself since breaking my hand, primarily how automated my life has become from my body's perspective. And my left hand is an idiot. Sorry, not PC. My left hand is on the spectrum, really far down the spectrum. If I'm on the spectrum, does that mean my entire body is, or only my mind? David stops. What is it? You mind if I type this out while I explain it to you? In case there is something good I don't want to forget. You can remember my ass from the psych ward, yet you're worried about losing a joke? Yes. How about if I take notes? You talk, I'll type. Like a secretary? Like a muse? Like a good old lady? Grace ends the listing. Like a shut up and hand me my MacBook. David hands Grace her computer. Are we having fun yet? Grace smiles in anticipation. It's getting closer. There's no way this will be a kill Tony minute though. I think I need 3 to 5 minutes for the broken arm. Most open mics are that length anyway. You've done your research. Are you going to be my first mic? Are you going to be at my first mic? It's up to you. Your mic, your choice. Is that like a comics rule? Maybe we should add that to the comedy cult. David, don't change the subject. And we wouldn't have rules, we'd have suggestions. So you'll join me in creating the cult? David, third time. Back to your routine or I'm going to sleep. Whatever. David stares at the contents on the bed and grabs a toilet roll. The first few days, these 3 fingers were available for use, but only weakly and with extreme pain. David places the roll on his thumb and pulls off some paper. I quickly found out that although I could hold the paper, I couldn't reach my ass. David bends as if sitting on a toilet and shows Grace he's unable to bend his wrist to reach his rear end. Grace begins to laugh. Don't laugh. What? Why? Don't laugh yet. Just type and keep my mouth shut? No, but I can't believe any of this is funny. Otherwise I'll have expectations. And if you find something funny, but nobody else does, it doesn't help. Make sense? Unfortunately. I thought you were a psychology expert. On the edge, David. Davey. Sorry, but you understand. I'd love to make you laugh the rest of my life, but for now I need to find a way to make others laugh. And yes, I know I've used the concept of making someone do something. However, I think laughter is the exception. Not only do I think it's possible, I think it's every funny person's responsibility. Every other emotion is controllable, laughter is not. Sure, you can suppress showing it with self-control during a comedy show, but you'd still experience the emotions of laughing, mentally, internally. If I tried to make you sad or angry or lonely, I'd be cruel. If I tried to make you happy, I couldn't without knowing exactly what makes you unhappy. But I may be wrong, Grace. Grace finishes typing David's words and then places her hand on his thigh. David looks at the physical contact and continues. So I switched to my left hand. How hard could it be? Grace returns to her typing duties. It's really difficult. My left hand literally didn't know how to wipe. Have I never used my left hand to wipe an entire 60 years on this planet? David mimicking his words. I guess not, because A, it took a while to find the hole, and B, once there, I didn't understand the concept of wiping. It was grabbing at the shit. Then pause for laughter, hopefully. No comment. Thank you, Grace. I'll give them all to you at the end. No thank you, Grace. No choice, David. If I type for you, I get to share my opinion. Fair enough? How about I pay you and you look at it like a job instead, with a massive NDA? No, and you have no money, remember? Shall I continue? You could record this conversation on your phone if you're worried about losing it. I like watching you type my words. Why? I don't know. But yes, say whatever you like at the end. Thank you, David. Stop calling me David. Back to Dave. Stop stopping me with the way you emphasize David. Please. I understand. David returns to planning/writing his routine. The first time was a mess. I used half a roll of toilet paper and still got it all over my hand. I should have just had a shower, but David holds up cast. And then washing my hands with 3 fingers took forever. It's okay now. It took about a week to train the left hand. And then I realized my entire body was the idiot, not my hand. David demonstrates. Once I could grip the paper with my right hand, I figured out that if I stand up after taking a crap, the angle changes and I could wipe with my hand in a cast. David picks up the deodorant and continues. This was the second problem. I could easily reach my right armpit like normal, but with the left, all I could do is place it in, kind of squeeze my armpit around it, which was problematic because my right arm wasn't doing anything throughout the day and barely needed deodorant, but my left arm was doing everything and stunk like crap. Brushing my teeth was the same as wiping my ass, but my left hand was clueless, felt like it was using the brush to search for something in the dark, had no idea what teeth were. I can do better on that one, Grace. Grace waits silently. To be continued. March 14, 2024, 3:08 p.m. 2 interesting things happened to me today, Grace. One, when I put on my favorite hoodie, I accidentally put my finger through the elbow. I've worn that hoodie almost daily for 8 years, and this is the first wear shown. I won't give up on it. I'll buy an iron-on patch. And 2, on my way back from my morning walk, a single white feather started to float beside me, just like Forrest Gump. Then there was another, one and another, and then I realized I was walking into the train platform, and the pigeon just got hit by a train. Until that moment, it was inspirational. Now it's a bit sad. Thanks for reading, or listening, or watching. David. Thanks, Grace, for watching, listening, or whatever.